there you have it. The Second Amendment. It's what holds all of the rest of our freedoms together. And it protects all of us with a nice, fuzzy, warm, comfortable blanket to make sure that all of us have the rights that we need to be productive United States citizens.
You got a warm, fuzzy barrel protecting you. God bless America.
Bless America.
Guys, so we've talked about, what have we talked about? Immigration.
Yes.
Awesome. We've talked about guns.
Awesomer.
Awesome. Friend of the show, guns.
Pew, pew.
And we're going to talk about another really important piece, I think, makes up how incredible and also how dangerous America can be. And I think it's capitalism. Now, it's something that is not strictly American. It's something that pervades many parts of the world. But I think we have a very unique system. I think we have a very powerful system. And I think it's a very fascinating subject that has its amazing benefits, and it's why we are who we are. And I also think it's why we have so much inequality and so many problems. So I think we should talk about it.
Let's talk about it. I love capitalism. I think it's great.
And I would open that up with, when you hear capitalism, what's the first thing that comes to your mind, Joel?
It's free market.
Yeah.
Trade. Having the ability to create life for yourself financially, because there's literally zero restrictions in regards to what you can and cannot do when it comes, for opening a business. And I mean, the opportunities are endless, and that's why America is the land of the free. You have the free market, you have the freedom, the ability to make your own money, create your own destiny. It's only up to you.
That's fair. I think, Caitie, would you have anything else to add to that? Or do you have anything that you value more or less about it?
No, I mean, when I think about capitalism, I just instantly think about profit. And that could
Correct
be
point.
not necessarily just money, but growth.
Whether it be culturally, financially, politically.
Right.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, I think, I would say, when I think of it, I think it's the best imperfect system in the entire world. That is probably not the only solution. But you gotta be careful with the word solution. But
it's not the final solution.
Womp, womp, womp. No, it's not the final solution, but Jesus Christ, I didn't think you'd catch that one.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
yeah, you did well. You did well there, sir. I don't think it's the final solution to America's woes or even the global economic stability. But it's probably the best thing we have. But I think there's a lot of problems. And I feel like it could use some reform. I know we're going from the fact that I thought the Second Amendment needed some reform.
Yeah.
But I think I know
you're not happy with anything, are you?
You're not happy with anything.
Who hurt you?
I should just go fucking vote for Mom Donnie every day.
I did.
Where on the Trump doll?
Where
did they touch you on the Trump doll?
Dude, I got touched. I don't know. I got touched. But not by actual people, but
by an angel.
Aliens?
Capitalism. For better or for worse, it's touched my life, I think, in a pretty cool way. But I would also say it's kind of made things really hard. And I think, Joel, you made a good point of how I think, at least to kind of extrapolate on what you were saying, is it does foster an individuality and a responsibility to your success. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I think it's innately awesome to do that. I think animals do it. I think it's a natural thing. Like supremacy is a bad word to use, but I feel like a supremacy over either your bad situation or whatever. I think there's many ways you could say it, but like defeating the things that bring you down in a lot of different ways. But I think there's some issues with it. So I'd like to get into that. I don't know if you. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, what issues do you have? Like, I don't really see, because in all honesty, all jokes aside, I do believe it could be the final solution, because it's surely. I mean, it's what our country is based off of.
Yeah.
And we are the greatest country in the world. I mean, we've learned that basically just over the last couple of weeks, having the World Cup here, seeing all these people from all over the world, realizing how awesome America it is.
Mm-hmm.
And just
America, it is. Yeah.
How awesome America is. Whatever. It's whatever. They love ranch. They love what we have going on over here. And
friend of the show, ranch.
Well, it's Hidden Valley to be specific.
What? No.
Is there another ranch?
Is there another ranch?
It tastes like chemicals.
Homemade
ranch.
Do you have a better ranch?
Homemade ranch.
The best ranch dressing that I ever had was at
oh God.
It was in Gatlinburg at what was it called? It wasn't Paul Bunyan's.
Was it called ranch?
Johnny Crockett's or something?
Johnny Rockets, there's a diner.
No, like Davy Crockett or something like that.
Davy Crockett.
Yeah, I think it was
King
Davy
of the Wild
Crockett.
Frontier.
She means Cracker Barrel. Anyway.
It was so good.
Cracker Barrel hates America.
But homemade ranch is so much better than like the preservatives and stuff. No. Cracker Barrel. You guys aren't even saying it right. It's Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
How do you yokel say it? What?
Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
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 Like,
so you need like a speech impediment to say it right?
Cracker Barrel.
No offense to the South. Barrel. It's
who's
barrel.
saying it incorrectly?
Barrel.
It sounds like Katie's having a problem with her L's. I don't know what word she's doing wrong. Barrel.
Yeah.
she's like doing a Shane Gillis impression. I don't know what.
Anyways, so we wouldn't have Cracker Barrel if it wasn't for capitalism, okay? And
fair.
Because I feel that we were talking about before a tangent. The final solution. It could actually be the end.
The final solution,
dude. It's a phrase. It's literally just what I'm saying.
It's also a terrible thing, but it's okay. Continue. Go, sir. Go.
It may, in fact, be the end game. Okay, because it's what everyone wants to be like America. America has the rights. They have
We're the
prosperity.
Joneses.
We are the Joneses.
Yeah,
we're also, there's a lot of people jonesing, but that's a whole other topic.
Yeah,
but I
think McDonald's.
But I think that the free market is where it's at, and that's where the most opportunity lies for the individual, for the person. So basically, if you don't want to rely on the government for your whole life, you have the ability in America to be an individual and be able to have self-sustainability and have the ability to rely on yourself.
Right.
And a lot of people don't have that drive, number one, or that, option due to where they live.
True. Which would then bring you to the idea that, does capitalism provide a blanket opportunity for everybody? Or are there inefficiencies in the way it operates that tends to keep certain populations or not talking race, but like specific populations or industries down because because other industries that are far more profitable or whatever, does it create an inequality, I guess is what I'm getting at. A massive
inequality,
inequality that most people will never rise above, like they have no option to. And capitalism doesn't give them the opportunity. It says that it gives you the opportunity. Like, you could just do this. And it's like, well, no, you can't.
Why not?
Depending on where you live, depending on your upbringing, which maybe not is capitalism's fault. But inequality, I don't think you can look away from it. I don't think you can bat an eye and be like, oh, well, let's pretend it's not there. I don't think that's fair.
I mean, I don't have any examples because I just don't. But I know for a fact that there's people.
I like your honesty.
I mean, I'm not. I
love your honesty. No,
I would be a really bad defense lawyer. I'd be a great prosecutor.
100%. We'd all be terrible.
Yeah. I don't have an example, but I know that there are people who started with nothing on the streets and developed and created a product or an idea or something, and they've become CEOs and multi-billionaires. I mean, this guy wasn't homeless, but I mean, like, wasn't Jeff Bezos, didn't Amazon start in a garage? I mean, everything has small beginnings. Nothing starts out as the Apple of America or the Google. So we have the ability.
Yeah.
If you have the intellect and the drive and the desire to do something or create something, you have the freedom with zero restrictions for the most part to make that happen. You are your own worst enemy at that point because you're the only person that could potentially get in your way to prevent some business startup or invention.
I would say that's now again. I think we're kind of. That's a great point. You're right. Yeah, Amazon started in a garage, and remember, Amazon was not like fucking can openers and
it was
video
books.
games. It was books. It was just books. But I would have to say, even with some of that infrastructure, okay. So Jeff Bezos, before we can get into like a 100% thing, he's a great example. He's probably one of the best examples in our time of how capitalism can work really well, right? Like if you look at Amazon, and even Amazon AWS, you know what AWS is? Amazon Web Services.
Yeah,
servers
AI,
and stuff.
cloud stuff or something.
The government uses it and like everything. Like a lot of websites that you use, you have no idea that they're paying Amazon to use those web services. He's done a great job of scaling a garage book selling company to a massive John D. Rockefeller level, industry that is insane, that is unprecedented, that he's far eclipsed them. And then you look at Elon Musk with SpaceX and their massive IPO, and then now I don't know if he technically still is, but he was the world's first trillionaire. Not my only argument. There would be a lot there. These guys bring a lot of benefit to not only the American economy, but they bring a lot of benefit to the global economy. Which also, if we help the global economy helps the American economy. But at what cost does that come? Because you have to go down into the warehouses and you have to look at the people that are getting paid $15 an hour to go drive your Amazon package to your house. Where has capitalism become such a heavy hand that they still can't pay these people living wages or do whatever? Because is it coming at the cost of efficiency and productivity and profitability that we can't pay these people these things? And is that why the race to AI is so heated, because eventually we could just get rid of them and AI could just take care of it? Like, are we at a late stage capitalism where it's becoming like we're almost the problem? Because we want rights and we want freedom and we want a living wage, but it's like, well, it's easier to just get rid of you.
I think that we are actually closer. I think it's the government's fault. And it's because we're trending to be more socialist. And I think with socialism comes a lot more overspending by the government, and which was going to cause inflation. And that's where our problems are. That's where these companies it's not on the companies to pay the people more. It's on the government, who's supposed to be taking care of all of us, to make sure that the economy is level and balanced and that inflation is under control and that the markets are thriving. And they got to if they make sure and allow the free market to succeed and grow the way it's supposed to, in theory, then the government hopefully could stop overtaxing everybody and stop having high prices and keep inflation under check.
But then also to have inflation in check, and that's why you have the Fed. That's why you have like all these organizations that keep the fiduciary, like all the financial stuff running. Would you argue that the free market is almost too it would be an interesting point. Is the free market a little too free and too much of a swashbuckling market? Whereas if you don't have the means to, I think where I'm getting at is if you don't have the means to compete, or the equipment to compete. It's one thing to be like, oh, Caitie could just start a business right now. Well, the government allows it. Capitalism allows it. You could just start a $1 billion business if you want to. Like, it's all there. It's like, well, she might not have the capital. She might not have the means. She might not have the time. And she also has a personal life. And like, you know, whether even if she had kids or a fucking whatever it is. Okay. And that's not capitalism's fault. But when you get to these guys, these big robber barons, I would almost argue that they're robber barons. Bezos, Musk, Gates, Modi, all the AI guys, Sam Altman, all them, the robber barons of this industry, or of not the industry, but in general. Like, there's the illusion of an what's the term? Equal opportunity. There's an illusion of an equal opportunity, but there really isn't. There really isn't, actually. Like, we say that it's there. We say that, like, well, you can do whatever you want. Like, it's the same shit that we got fed, right? And then we found out college was a scam. And we found out all this other shit was a fucking scam. And it's like, well, no, you can do whatever you want. This country allows you to do whatever you want. But I don't think that's actually how the game is played. It's not. You look at the donations, you look at all these, the political donations, the super PACs, all of these things, all this money that's getting funded from the government, from private equity firms and all this, buying up houses and all this. It's like, do you really have a fair shot? Has capitalism gone too far? Is it too far now? Because they tell you, oh, well, you can just do it. It's like, no, you can't.
I think there's a lot of people too that like will start businesses with the mindset to be bought out.
Yeah. That's a good point.
And then
100%.
Which,
like, that
isn't
just
that
feeds
sad?
into it.
No. Elon Musk says that you should never be so attached to your business where you wouldn't sell it. Okay. Because that's the point of making a business.
It's money, right?
If you can create a business.
Yeah.
I mean, even the guys that I work with, we own a farm. Our goal is to get it to a point where it makes enough money that there's people in the cattle industry that would want to buy it from us. We want to create a product that someone wants to come in and say, here's a check with a lot of zeros behind it so that we can take your fully functioning business. Right. And I mean, that's what a lot of these people, I mean, Elon Musk has sold hundreds of businesses in his lifetime. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. I mean, if you create a business, once you become too attached to your business, you're going to start losing money because you're going to start getting complacent and you're not going to think about the growth and the opportunity. As long as you're thinking about creating a huge value out of your company, you're going to drive and try to work harder to create that goal.
Okay, so I'll rebuttal you on that one thing. That's a great point. No, 100%. Like, that's actually a great point. Yeah, when Caitie threw that in there, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. If you want to make something, and again, a business is what? It's a transactional thing, right? It's not it's not a personal thing. Or, well,
it can be.
It can be. But like, if you're doing a transactional thing, you shouldn't be emotionally attached to it, right? I guess, essentially. And if you want to say, hey, I want to do this and then you're cashing in on that check, you're cashing in on the profitability of the hard work and the great business that you've built. That's what capitalism allows. That's great. But then the only rebuttal that I would have to that sense is that, or to that, Jesus Christ, to that would be like, okay, well, and it's not a knock on Elon Musk. It's not like, and again, what he's doing and those guys are doing, like, they're building the infrastructure of our intelligence agencies, our the global economy. Like, they even I was going to reference it before, but even in Europe, when you tap your phone or you do whatever on your thing, the satellites that are used to do all of that are predominantly owned by the United States. Like, it's like we own a lot of that infrastructure, like all that, and it's great. And capitalism has given us that. But when you get to the small guy, when you get to the little guy trying to build, whether it's a mom and pop shop or not, whatever it is, I feel like at least the stage of capitalism that we're at has left those people. I mean, that's a bygone era. I think you could pretend and be like, well, my country allows it. It's like, well, cool. You have your candle shop, but
I mean, if that's all you need,
Amazon?
No, but that might not be what they're trying to do. If they can easily make $100,000 a year for themselves by making the candles, that they sell or whatever. They're selling candles that they make $100 grand a year, and they're just taking care of themselves and their family. Awesome. Congratulations. The American dream right there.
Okay.
You don't have to be the next trillionaire. Yes, that'd be awesome.
Part of the appeal of like having your own business is being your own boss.
Freedom.
And not having like, I have a lot of people I manage, and that comes with a lot of drama, so much drama. Do you know how if I just ran my own business and only had my own drama to deal with and not depending on other people to like,
Right.
Oh my God, be amazing. I mean, granted, I would, be dependent on other businesses, like, if I was like shipping things, I'd need to buy boxes and, I'd probably get those delivered. So I'd rely on the delivery driver.
Yeah.
It's not like,
there's risk.
Yeah, but like I'm not going to sit and talk to the delivery driver. I mean, maybe I would, but like
no, you probably wouldn't.
It's not, but I wouldn't like be in charge of him and be like, "Hey, I really need you to show up at this time." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, sure." Yeah. He doesn't work for me technically. I mean, he kind of does, but like not really.
But then what's awesome is like if that business that you have is really awesome and amazing, someone could come in and offer you $100 million for your idea or your business, and then you've made it. You're done. And then we start getting into investing, and we could talk about that. It's like then you take the money you just made from that, invest it, and you're making a shit ton of money all the time.
That's true.
And then you become a Rockefeller.
Is that a strength of capitalism, or is that a parasitic?
It's a product of it.
Part of capitalism where it will consume. Look at the mergers when Xfinity broke apart. They're breaking apart their NBC side, and they're breaking apart Xfinity. Like it's going to be like two separate things, and they're already talking about they've already got mergers going on. So like, but when does the beast consume? Like, oh, I had a candle business, and then Amazon came in like, hey, we're going to buy this. I'm like, oh, sweet, awesome, I cashed out. Okay, cool, awesome. But is that all a net benefit, or are there problems with that? Because then when they buy you out, I'm like, awesome, like yeah, I cashed in. And again, all you have to worry about is yourself. I get that. But when you cash in and you take that paycheck, what happens typically with those big mergers, or when a massive conglomerate or whatever takes over a smaller company? What do? They downsize. Thousands of people could lose their jobs. They take whatever measures it makes to make it more efficient, whether and in the future, let's be honest, it's going to be AI. Or they spend millions of dollars to replace the people that are working there. Is that not like, does capitalism keep feeding upon itself? And how long can it keep devouring everything until like there's nothing else to devour? And then is that now why we're seeing the rise of the oligarchs, right? Like we're seeing the rise of Musk and these aren't, I'm not criticizing them because I have some respect for them and their businesses and all that, but like, the ease of use of Amazon, I love it. But at the same time, somebody's getting hurt or something suffering because of that. Like I would make that argument. And I don't know that if it keeps going unchecked, then when does, like, look at the Great Depression, look at even like during World War II. Does the state have to step in, which they're already starting to do with AI, which we saw in Germany during the Great Depression? Does the state have to step in and regulate things, which they're already starting to do with artificial intelligence?
Because then it's not a free market.
Yeah, but But is AI dangerous enough now that it should just be a free market? Do you really think AI with, and I don't know if maybe you don't know as much. I'm not insulting like your intelligence, but like Mythos, which is developed from Anthropic, like the government's like, you can't, like it's illegal for you to release this. Like you cannot do this. It creates such a cybersecurity risk that's not only to our infrastructure, but biosecurity, and there's dangerous shit out there. Has capitalism got to that point where it's like, well, no, just regulate, like it's a free market.
That's not necessarily
that's
capitalism.
Dangerous though. No, but
our technology has advanced now.
But the free market would allow it to just go unhinged. Like it would just allow it to be like, let the profits roll, let the players who can play the game and make the money that they can off of that. But at what expense? What expense will that be? And I think it's a dangerous one. I think it's a very dangerous one.
I mean, it's a new threat. We've not been in this whole AI race before.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess
so
that's
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
we have created a beast. Capitalism allowed the free thinking and the creation of these industries to create AI.
I mean, there's always been something that has come out that helps and hurts, right?
Right.
So, I mean, when cars were invented, you know, when trains were like everywhere, like, I don't know.
I like trains.
But I would say too, in some sense though, does capitalism does it reward hard work or luck or both? And then who are the people that don't get the benefit? Well, if you don't put in the hard work, I get it. But then luck is, but it benefits.
I think a true
both,
business owner is going to
good.
say that luck is a big factor of anything.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's a gamble.
Jeff Bezos, yeah.
If you're going to take your money, like your whole life savings, and put it onto something, you're throwing it all on red. I mean, you better have a really solid business plan. Yeah. And beyond that, you better have a really solid way of mitigating damage whenever the damage just starts, being thrown at you.
I've worked at the same company for 18 years, and like we've evolved a lot to try to keep up with Amazon and all that stuff. And working in the store, we offer like services that you can't get AI to do. And then too, like, because I've worked there for so long, I've worked at so many different stores and locations that are all supposed to follow the same mold, but obviously some stores do a lot better because of location, luck. Like, it's interesting how everything can be cut from the same mold, but like some do well, some don't. It just kind of
yeah.
But that's the benefits of capitalism. It may or may not work. You have the ability to do it, and I think that's a lot of where this entire podcast series, it comes down to the same thing: is we have the ability to do these things, and there's definitely pros and cons of each thing. I mean, there's for every reaction, there's an actioner. Wasn't that like a saying in like science, or for every whatever?
Ask Jeff, but I think it's
there's
Newton's
a positive
law.
and negative reaction.
I mean, there's a positive and negative react for anything that happens. And I don't know.
No, I would say, and it's funny you say that, because I think it actually, like, when you look at immigration, there's positives and negatives. There's guns, positive, negatives. Capitalism, negatives, and or positives and negatives. I'm not arguing against capitalism, but I don't know. It seems to me that we've grown so far from, and not the founding, like, fuck the founding fathers. No, I don't mean that. They're
you
great
said
guys,
it.
Friends of the show. But they could have never expected any of this outcome. And then you do have to blame World War II and the global economy. Don't mind the sirens at Caitie's house.
She lives in Chicago,
Yeah, she lives in
Chirac.
Yeah, Chirac.
We have fire stations like on every corner because we don't want to burn ever again.
Yeah. The Irish already struck once.
Yeah. Oh, it was the cow.
The cow.
But the level of inequality, though, I guess I'm almost like picking apart my own argument for it.
It's all like I brought up before, the Rockefeller. Like, there's like names that have been carried on that started something, made something of it. Their children hung on to the coattails. Some of them were able to like take over the business and help out. Some made the business crash and burn. I mean, it's like, this is part of the evolution.
Oh, that's a fair point. Because right at the end of the day, do you think, Caitie, you could be the next Rockefeller?
No.
Right. But she has the ability to. If she has the option to.
Fair point. It's a fair point. Yeah.
I mean, the way I see it is anyone can have a band and play shows, make a couple bucks here and there. You might even be able to make a small little living. Just like anyone has the ability to open a business, make a small little living. There's only a small percent that's going to be the Green Day, the Beatles, the Blink-182, the Oasis, or the Bezos,
the success stories.
Musks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you don't have to be a success story, because I guess it all comes down to what your definition of success is.
Ooh.
To me, success would be, I want to make sure that my family's always got a roof to live under or over their heads. They always got food, and they always have the luxury to pretty much do whatever they need to do and not be under any personal or physical or financial stress.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as long as you can achieve that, I mean, yeah, I would love to have a couple of yachts. I would love to have a Ferrari and a Lamborghini, maybe someday. But I mean, the actual successes are what creates and causes your own happiness and what allows you to prosper as an individual or as a family.
Wow. Yeah. That's hard to argue. Yeah. Jesus.
But by all means, try to be a Musk. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Someone just died.
But like,
someone's dying.
Gee.
Who's getting shot?
It's okay, guys. They're fireworks.
Luckily, there's a Second Amendment to keep yourself safe.
Unfortunately, she doesn't have it. But hey guys, we're still alive.
That's my thoughts.
Yeah, no, I think it's yeah. Shit, took a little air out of my wings, dude.
Hey, you wanted to do this series and debate, man, and I'm gonna come with my thoughts, man. I got thoughts.
Well, hey, as that guy said, the guy in the white hat talks too much. You should stop talking.
Yeah, some people are really bad at making music too.
Oh, shots fired.
Clip that. I'm gonna put my TikTok.
Oh yeah, that's not getting cut out.
I got a song for it too.
I would still say though, I guess you know what? I guess I'm not trying to take down capitalism, and I'm not trying to got those gunshots.
My Killian is freaking out.
Killian, friend of the show.
He is.
I'm not trying to tear down capitalism, I guess. But something just doesn't seem right. It seems too far gone, and it seems too much. I don't know. Maybe I'm silly, but I don't know. I think there's bigger things at play. I don't know. Maybe I'm spooked.
I think you're expecting too much out of capitalism.
Oh,
you're looking at the idea as saying, hey, you know what? All of us or me should become the next Jeff Bezos. It's like I was just saying a minute ago. That's not really the point. You don't need to be the next Jeff Bezos.
Jesus Christ, Joel, you're dropping bombs, bro.
That's true. Though.
No, I think you're right. Yeah, maybe that's not. I guess success is defined individually, but it's so hard when you haven't had any objective success, which I feel like there's some objective forms of success that a lot of people don't have the opportunity for. That it's hard to, it's hard to defend it. Because I hate the whole, like, the Republican or the Reagan, like, oh, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. That's not, you can't always do that. And depending on where you're born, depending on your whatever, your relation with whatever, whether it's your parents, your government, whatever the fuck it is. I don't think it's the land of opportunity. It's not the land of equal opportunity. And even that coming out was kind of hard. But I don't think everyone has the same shot. They have the opportunity to take the shot, but I don't think everybody has the same gun. I don't think they have the same. I really don't think so. And
but I think it does not
help with that.
It's up to the person to create their own shot, make their shot viable for them, make the right decisions, do the right things, have the right incentives and the motivation, have the goals that you're going for,
Yeah.
Don't fall into stereotypes. Don't do what the normal is. Think outside the box.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I made a huge life change 3 years ago. Like, I was, climbing that corporate ladder, and like then, the wind kind of got knocked out of my sails a little bit, and I was like, what do I really want to do with my life?
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to be around my family. I wanted to, have those moments and, see my nieces and nephews and stuff, and, stop missing out on birthday parties and Christmas and
right.
I had that readjust. I'm not making, the same amount technically, but like I'm fine. And
because you're happier.
Yeah.
And that comes at a cost. I mean, that's a form of payment.
Right. I started valuing my time over my company's time in a sense. Like, I'm not working 60 hours a week. I'm, waking up I made the choice. Currently, I'm waking up at 6 a.m. I'm having my mornings where I stretch. I drink my coffee. I listen to chill music, and that's super important to me. Like I like that I, can do that now. A prior me would have been like, oh my God, I need to go to work. I need to do all this stuff and like make sure that work. And like my life sucked.
Yeah. You were living for your work. You weren't living for yourself.
I was living, for a different, a paycheck, basically. Yeah. Like I was like, oh, I need I want bonuses. I want to, have pet
stores.
Like do well. Like I want to be the shining star. I want people to know me at corporate and blah, blah, blah. And they know me at corporate, but like, it's because I've been there for so long. But yeah, like, when it comes down to it, it's not how much money I'm making, it's how I'm spending my time.
So you could say capitalism allows you that freedom to be able to choose whether or not you want to pursue like the Jeff Bezos route, or you just want to be Caitie.
I'm also exploring like things that make me happy. Like, the podcast, like I enjoy editing and, doing stuff with this. And like, that's how I want to spend my free time. It's not crunching numbers or making slideshows for my job. It's doing I'm not getting paid to, edit clips and stuff like that, but it's something that I like doing. And it brings me joy. And like that to me, like is,
it's worth it.
So worth it. And yeah, I don't know.
It's a beautiful thing. Capitalism is beautiful. That's what I'm hearing from you, Gunnar.
Yeah. I mean, I'm obviously like a little, not that I was coming at it to kill it. I don't have the pedigree to destroy capitalism. But even some of those inequalities that it breeds, whether it's intentional or not, how capitalism can't seem to fix those things.
What things?
I mean,
it's supposed to.
Why is it up to a system and a form of government and a way of life to fix your problem?
Whoa, okay, stop talking to me with fucking brains here. Okay.
I mean, okay. It's not up to anyone to fix yourself but yourself.
You're right. Well,
right, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now.
Right, Caitie, fix yourself with capitalism because she's happy now because of capitalism.
Yeah, she fixes it. Caitie's been fixed, guys.
Nice. I like
Jesus
that.
Christ,
that's a good one. Cue the music.
Yeah. Well.
Capitalism fixed you.
Yeah, she's fixed all right. Okay. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I wasn't coming. Okay. I wasn't coming at it to defeat it. That's not what I'm saying. There are, and God damn it, I wish I came more prepared. I wish I wouldn't have gone to that watch fair by myself. But I would have come more prepared, but regardless of that, I think you guys have really great points, and it's the best system we have. I don't think it's perfect. I definitely don't think it's perfect, and I would even go. I can't believe I've gone like liberal in both episodes.
I can't.
I would come on, dude. Our private chats are far worse.
I'm playing. I know. I'm. This is a. Yeah. Didn't go the. Yeah.
I was gonna say the F word, but I'm not gonna say it. But I would say.
Yes.
As imperfect as it is, it's probably the only thing that we have that has made us, aside from guns and I would say honestly, now that I'm enlightened by you fucking dorks and your decent opinions, that be careful. It's not that.
We are educated on this. We just form our own.
You guys are scholars. Caitie and Joel, friend of the show.
We're passionate.
No, I said we're not educated on this. We just have life experience.
I would say it's the best thing that we've had, and it's why we've become the global superpower that we are. And at the end of the day, I would give it a thumbs up. I'd give it a 4-star review. I wouldn't give it a 5-star review. But I think it's really important, and I think it's helped not only American interests, because that's a sketchy word, but I think it's helped shape as I'm looking up at the beautiful map above my monitor, The global economy in general, I think it's helped a lot of people, and we're not the only ones. It's not just us, but it's
better than the alternative.
Yeah. It's not the best tool, but it works, and it does a good job. But it's got its faults. And
can you imagine being assigned a job and you're like, this is what I have to do for the rest of my life?
Okay, well, now you're going into a full other.
Let's wrap it up.
I'm sorry.
Okay, guys, next episode is communism, but no, we're not doing that. And that's actually not how communism works. But yeah, we'll talk about that another day, another time.
These are very deep, touching subjects. They're not necessarily the comedic value that you're normally used to when you listen to the Touching Tips podcast. But we just wanted to show a little bit of our intellect. We have thoughts and opinions that are more than punk rock in Vegas and, I don't know, hot dogs and chocolate starfish flavored water or some shit.
When were we talking about Limp Bizkit?
I don't know.
Friend of the show.
Fred Durst.
And these are they're very nuanced things. We probably got some things right. We probably got some things wrong. And there's more to talk about. I think all of that, but at least we wanted to give you guys an idea of what we think about America, what we think is great, what's maybe not so great. But I think ultimately we kind of came together and thought America's pretty great.
Pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome. And kind of like not afraid to say that, which I think is cool.
Yeah. No, I'm proud to be an American.
Yeah.
I love our country. I hate our government.
Yeah, it's fair. And what the World Cup showed us, right? We are not our government. We're American. Like there's the touching. No, I'm not doing the guns. Yeah, I'm just doing the singles.
That's right. You're a liberal.
Doing the singles. Yeah,
I mean, that could still be a gun.
Now. You're not a liberal. You too.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, my name's Gunnar. I guess I have to do it anyway.
Gunnar.
No, I think we learned a lot. We learned a lot about talking about it, and I appreciate our country. So
I mean, we really set the bar for a lot of things, as America does. Like, people look to us for music, fads. I mean, we really set the bar for all that stuff.
I mean, we're pretty fucking awesome.